Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Business Talks. I am your host, Chawanne Burns. In today's episode, we're going to talk about the White House, Joe Biden, and the recent change in the administration. I think the Democrat Party is pretty scared about Joe Biden's since his last performance, that debate that happened last Thursday. So we're going to discuss that. And then we're going to talk about some streamers that I think with our culture, especially the younger generation, they're doing things that doesn't really make sense. Matter of fact, they acting like it's a joke or a prank, or as if they're from the streets, and they're really not. And they're going to F around and find out. So we're going to discuss this Twitch streamer, or I guess it's a Kick streamer that I found online. And we're going to talk about that all today. And we got some other stuff that I want to talk about. So you guys stay tuned. Thank you for tuning in. Something like this. Looks a little bit like I can't miss. Hey, this is what you call a bad. What? This is what you call a bad. Looks a little something like this. Looks a little bit like I can't miss. Hey, this is what you call a bad. What? This is what you call a bad. That's right. You guys put in the chat. Let me know where you're viewing from. Please put in the chat. Let me know where you're viewing from. I just want to make sure is working. And also make sure you put in the chat. I want to make sure you can hear me and see me. So Deborah Wallace, I see we have Deborah Wallace is in the building. Noble Young is in the building. What is good? Maisha Mims, what is good? Posh Petals from DC, it's always great to see you. Samuel Matthews, Kennard the DJ, what's the word? Beth H, hello. Michael is from Chicago. Of course, Kennard is tuning in from Chicago as well. We have Ren Flang, it's good to see you from Fresno. And that's good. That's good. You could hear me and see me. Let me just share with you some of the talks. Well, you know what? I'm not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Biden last, since it's a couple of stories that I want to talk about. I want to share with you this video that I found. It's really crazy, you guys. I don't know why people do this kind of stuff. I think they think it's funny. I think maybe because they wasn't raised right. They wasn't raised by any men. And then you have, I would call them a BAN. I'm trying to curtail my cussing because my kids are getting the age, so they want to repeat after me. You know, they become preteens. They want to start using a lot of profanity. So I'm just trying to take it out of my vocabulary. But, you know, you guys put it in chat. Let me, just put it in chat. Let me know if you agree with me on my synopsis. Now, this, like I said, this is they're called Kick streamers. Okay, let me make sure you can see it. They're called Kick streamers. Now, I guess this is a platform, and you're able to stream live just like any other platform. And sometimes you go out and stream and interact with people that's on the street. But these little boys, I call them little boys. You can't be a man doing this. These little boys thought it was funny to harass a couple. And two things I want to point out, because one, okay, while they were harassing this couple, the girl jumped in like she was trying to fight the guys. And the guy, apparently they wasn't together. They was just, I guess, not together. I'm not for sure. So I thought that was way weird. And then we have these two individuals going around harassing people. Okay, so you guys let me know what you think.
I can't do it.
You pussy.
I love the POV from Nampa Stream Prime. It shows the real you
You gotta appreciate your height, your balding, and your few palm art.
You ain't shit.
Who's gonna sock who's gonna sock him in the face?
Do you want to get socked?
What are you doing? You better let go of his shit.
But do you want to get socked in the face?
Now, like I said, this is a stream, you know. So apparently, the girl, you know, grabbed the guy's camera, and she was with the guy. I'm not for sure. Vegas, I guess prostitution is legal. Maybe she's a prostitute, but and so you see the other guy just standing back, and the guy that she was with standing back and not doing nothing.
Get off the strip.
Ugly back skank.
Get off the strip.
Ugly ass bitch.
Oh yeah, I got burnt, bitch.
Shoot her. Shoot her.
Yeah, she's in there grabbing my phone. Oh, you want problems? You want problems too? You want problem? You want problem? You just grabbed my phone. You just grabbed my phone. You don't touch my shit. Don't touch my shit. Don't touch my shit. Don't grab my shit. I'll promise you I'll shoot the shit. Let it go. Don't touch my shit. I promise you. Why would you grab the shit on my phone?
You don't understand.
You brandish a gun at a female. Is she sound kind of inebriated, number two. And then you brandish a gun because you can't beat her up. You pull out a gun. This is, you know, I'm firearm trained. I would never pull my firearm out unless I'm planning to use it. If you see me pull my firearm and I'm holding it in my hand, no, it's going to automatic raise. I feel immediate threat and I'm going to shoot you. So this is what I'm saying. He has this gun on his side talking about don't touch my phone or whatever. But this is a female, number two, or number one is a female. Number two, you pulling out a firearm and you have no intention to use it. This could have went way south. What if the other guy had a gun? He would have saw that. He would have popped you immediately. Old school. Well, even new school. If they firearm trained, they would have saw a gun and this is immediate threat and pulled out their gun and started shooting. It could have went bad.
Understand what trouble you're getting yourself into.
What trouble? Let go of my shit. I promise you I'll blow you away. I promise you I'll blow you away.
We're gonna leave.
I promise you.
You about to get blasted.
All right.
We're going to leave,
What?
but here,
What?
your
Doll boss
charger
beaner.
and leave.
She touched us first. She touched us first. All right, I could. It's public. It's public.
Put your fucking
All right, yeah.
dumb fuck.
Fuck out of here.
He fucking sprayed, dude. He fucking sprayed. He sprayed all
Get out
of
of
us.
here.
All right.
They're going around pepper spraying people. That's why the old girl got mad. So they're going around harassing people, filming people, and spraying people with pepper spray. And then these little boys, I call them little boys because you can't be a man acting like this. You know you wasn't raised by no man, not no real man, because you think it's okay to go around pepper spraying people and then pulling out a gun on people, acting like trying to terrorize people. It probably is a fake gun. I'm not for sure.
Fuck out of here. I'm a fucking. You stupid.
Please, dude.
No, you guys
He sprayed
my
us.
face is burning.
Dude, my fucking eyes are
I don't know what
burning.
you guys are doing. Come on, let's go.
Fuck out of here.
Dude, like, what is that extra? Dude, bro,
Put the away. All way.
what are you gonna do, bro?
Hey, it's okay, just guys.
Just kick bro off the strip.
Just leave.
Don't.
You the fuck up again.
No.
Okay, you go back, go back.
I'll blow this bitch
Bro
up.
wasn't lying about being a crack,
It's
but
okay. It's okay. My guy, just go. Just go.
Actually have.
Hey, listen. Hey, yo, just right now.
You said your bitch started shit. I don't record, you dumbass.
Bro, just go. If you don't want that, just go, brother.
You don't talk to me. You got problems too. You want problems?
For what I need?
What's up? You want problems?
Yell blaster.
I'll blow you away.
Really?
Really.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead.
You guys have no pussy for the night.
I promise you I do. I promise you I do. I promise you I do. Search me up. Search me up.
Bitch, come back here.
I can tell you was having a bad night on the strip.
All right, fight me.
I don't want to fight you. Just go, dude.
Why don't you want to fight me?
Because you guys are fucking.
I'm not a... Bro, I will literally just fuck
No.
you up.
Like, literally,
I wanna
got
hear
honey
you.
and Pepper. You guys
so afraid of you,
can.
bro. I'm
You
so
guys,
afraid.
you guys use pepper spray.
Your boyfriend's a bitch.
I don't have a boyfriend. Follow him.
You fucking whore.
He's a bitch.
And so they're throwing out insults. I just want you guys to see this very last part. It's actually hilarious. You're okay. Fight me. What man does this? No man is gonna. Okay, fight me. No, and I don't even know you. Random person. I don't know you. I don't know you. Okay, fight me. So you know the guy is not gonna fight you because number one, he probably think you're a weaker opponent. Most men are not gonna fight their weaker opponent unless the guy was inebriated too. It could have, like I said, this could have went way south. But remember, the guy that went back downstairs and they was like, oh, you want a problem too? He's going to reappear.
Leave, bro. Leave, bro. Leave, bro.
Smack that nigga with the tripod.
You good?
Leave, jackass. That got crazy as fuck for no reason, LMAO.
Bro, why she grabbed your shit? She got me pissed.
Yeah, me too.
That was how I took her hostage.
These two boys, do they sound like they came from any type of street? Yeah, me too, bro. Sound like they came from some type of suburbs. No hate, no shade. But I'm not saying you can't fight if you came from a suburb. But yeah, me too, bro. He got me pissed. That's one way to get an ass whooping quick because you're vernacular. You can't even talk hard. Like you can't even act like you are hard. But they're about to F around and find out.
Fuck her in front of him.
You need water? Me too. You saw me get crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
I need some water, bro.
You might want to delete that dumbass.
All right, I will. Act like nothing's wrong.
Bro, I'm fucking dead. Bro's Glock is fat as fuck. Shit ass tweaking.
Huh?
You all did initiate the confrontation.
Why? What we put in her handbag? No, what? No, stop. No, I don't want problem. I'm relaxing, sir. Sir, I'm just recording. He didn't do nothing.
Don't move. Control 60 by give us a red Cromwell.
Sir, I'm relaxed.
Hey,
You don't have to.
you go.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
Turn around.
You don't have to.
Stop that.
Fuck the cops.
Don't hurt me, please.
Don't hurt me.
On your stomach. On your stomach now. Don't reach. On your stomach, bro. Relax. Put your hands back.
I didn't do anything.
Sir,
Fuck all these cops. You're not fucking listening.
I am, sir. I'm sorry.
Leave him alone.
Now you
black
sorry.
bag.
Sir, I'm not doing nothing. I
Fuck
promise.
you, pigs.
I am.
Cops, y'all are being recorded.
Why you throwing my shit?
Yeah, bro.
Why you throwing my shit, sir? Fuck you doing, listen.
My phone's over there.
413 call.
I didn't do
We don't know yet. You got him up. Get him up.
My phone's over there.
Hey, get that phone.
My phone's right there.
Okay, it ends right there. You brandish the weapon, then when the cops come, like, oh, what do you? I didn't do anything. Oh, you hurt me. Don't hurt me, bro. Don't hurt me. If it was a I hate to say it. The black guy, luckily, he's alive. Because I'm pretty sure that guy told him, hey, they have a weapon, or the guy in such and such shirt, he showed me a weapon and he said he was going to pop me. Talking about blowing shit up. Now you got a felony. Now you have a felony charge. They haven't. I tried to find the story like a news outlet. I'm not for sure if this guy is really popular. I was trying to find his name. But we do know that they were banned from Kick. That's the platform. They were banned from Kick. It says a streamer has been banned for Kick after haranguing a couple for PDA. I don't know what PDA is. You guys put it in the chat. I don't know. Maybe I'm so old. I don't know the acronyms of things. And even pulling out a gun on them when they got into an argument about it. And this happened on July the 2nd. A clip went viral on Twitter showing the Kick streamer with his cameraman walking down the street when he approached the couple and began harassing them for kissing in public. And he said, you ain't shit, go F yourself, said the streamer towards the couple. Why would you harass somebody? They minded their own business. The woman grabbed the man's camera and the phone connected to the selfie stick, and the two began going back and forth for a short time. Yeah, you a little punk. You're a punk. The streamer was immediately permabanned when the report to our 24/7 chat featured with Kick staff. He is no longer on Kick. We work with local authorities when called upon, he said. I encourage all who follow these types of profiles to please do further research. And you see, I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's kids or whatever, really losers. We could say losers because, they were calling the lady explicit names and trying to encourage him to use the weapon. What losers do this kind of stuff? You got to be real losers. I think our society is going downhill. And then the black guy was saying, he came in talking about fight me. Like, dude, get a real life. No one goes around telling people you want to fight them. Nobody does that. Anybody that has anything to lose or have anything to lose, they're not going to go around and ask people to fight them because you could end up in jail. So this comes days after Kickstart's stars Neon and Jack Doherty were banned from the platform for getting into the fight on IRL streaming a bare knuckle fighting championship event in Florida. Kick revealed the launch of its IRL and chat roulette categories on June the 24th in hopes that the website will have an easier time moderating the streams for situations just like this. We're going to make sure every person in the chat roulette and IRL category has an active moderator there where ready to turn the stream off in case things get out of control. They're not going to do that. This type of stuff is going to happen again. And they're going to be known for the, what do you want to call it? The platform for losers that cause a lot of problems, that does dangerous things. Because if YouTube, well, maybe not. I'm not for sure. They have these own little bots where they could shut your your stream mouth if you're talking about violent stuff. You think Kickstream will have that kind of stuff initiated, like a fail safe or something like that to cut the stream. Anywho, that was just a story I wanted to share with you guys. Very, very quick story. Now we're going to talk about President Biden. President Biden, they're really, really nervous. For one thing, I think I mentioned this yesterday. Now, Black women are mad because of the talks about replacing Biden. And of course, 4 years ago, remember, Black women made a threat. You better pick a Black VP. And they had that loser that was running. I don't know if they said Black VP or woman VP, but they had maybe about 5 or 6 different choices. One, remember that lady, Stacey Abrams, that can't win anything. She ran for, I think she ran for governor, right? In Georgia. She lost. I think she ran twice, but she lost. Whatever. So they was gonna pick her. Well, she was on the short list. Why would you pick her? She can't even win her own state, let alone the country. But she was on the short list. Kamala Harris. Remember they had, what's the lady? I think she's in Wyoming or one of those places. She used to be a professor of law. But anyway, she's older lady. She was on the short list. And then I think somebody from California too. Actually, I kind of like the lady from California. But anyway, she was on the short list. But those 3 or 6 candidates, and then that, remember Keisha Hogbottom. She was in Atlanta somewhere. The mayor, she was on the short list too. But anyway, they threatened Biden to pick a woman VP, specifically Black woman. That was 4 years ago. Now they're threatening him again. They're saying VP top choice to replace Biden in election race if he steps aside, sources say. And they want him to pick Kamala Harris. But it's been speculating, or speculative, if that's a word, they want to pick a white man. Kamala Harris can't win her own state. She has a very, very low approval rating. Her approval rating is worse than Joe Biden. But Black women think we for some reason, and I hate to say it, we think we could, we can do miracles, but not this miracle. This miracle is, you're too arrogant. You got to think about the whole entire country. You're Black woman, you're only about 6 to 7% of the population. What about the other 94% of the population? You think America wants to deal with a Black woman? You guys put in the chat. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I'm a Black woman. But do you think America wants to deal with a Black woman? Actually, Michelle Obama will beat Kamala Harris. And she has no political experience. She won't beat Donald Trump. She won't win. But as far as approval, they probably pick her over Kamala Harris. They probably think that's a better choice because Kamala Harris is a low approval rating. It says Vice President Kamala Harris is the top alternative to replace U.S. President Joe Biden if he decides not to continue to his reelection campaign, according to the 7 senior sources at Biden campaign. The White House and the Democratic National Committee with knowledge of the current discussion on the topic. Biden's fumbling, sometimes incoherent and widely panned first debate performance against Republican rival Donald Trump last week set off a wave of panic with the Democratic Party. over concerns that, let me just enlarge this, okay, so you can see it. Over concerns that he may not be fit enough to serve the second term, and prompted calls for top aides to resign. Right now, they're committing elder abuse against Joe Biden, Hunter Biden, and Jill Biden. You know, Joe Biden failing health, you know of it, and you refuse to let this man just, okay, president, interim VP, she can't mess this up. She has literally 4 months. She could do the very same things that she could do. Would it start a war? I'm not for sure. We might get attacked or whatever. So maybe that's what their concern is. But we're in the risk of getting attacked now. They were doing training exercises. China and Russia doing training exercises in Cuba. This was last week. Cuba of all places. Russia and China doing training exercises. What is going on? So are we as in a threat if Joe Biden steps aside and vice president will act as an interim until the election? No, I don't think we're in more of a threat or less of a threat. We're in threat of a threat now. So I don't think it's going to do any harm. But what was I getting at? Elder abuse. This is literally elder abuse. You're forcing this guy, he with his declining health, to do things that he may not be fit to do. Some influential Democrats have floated alternatives to Biden besides Harris, including the cabinet members of the Democratic governors like Gavin Newsom. Worse. Just imagine Gavin Newsom trying to run. He's not going to win the election. California is a shithole. They got high taxes, bad economy, high crime. Donald Trump will eat him alive. And it's good for, people that's voting for Donald Trump. It's good for us. Yeah, let Biden, Harris, or VP run, or let Gavin Newsom run. But they will eat him up. Gretchen Whitmer, that's Michigan. Only bad thing I gotta say about Whitmer is like she's I don't even know if she's too liberal. She does stuff that's not in the best interest of the people. Like the green energy deal is killing the car industry. You guys might not know, Chrysler, they're talking about selling off the different Chrysler brands, Stellantis, and my husband works for Chrysler. Now he's at the plant that they supply all the parts for all the different plants, like 6 or 7 different plants, and they're talking about scaling down to 1 shift. It's killing the car industry. You can't buy a 70,000. We got a hybrid car. It costs $60,000. Who wants to buy a car for $60,000? It's ridiculous. The car he was looking at, they talking about that cost $90,000. That Ram truck, that was $90,000. It's a regular truck. It's $90,000. Can you imagine a paid car note on that? And then the new deal that they contract that they wrote up, they got a pretty decent contract, and where they're trying to get make it affordable for people that work in the plant to afford their cars. But the quality is low and the prices are too high. So I mean, if you came in if you are one of those senior people, you got pretty good money, but if you're like they call them tier 2 workers, you was at that $17 an hour and you never got a raise. And now they trying to bring those people up over the 4-year span. But they have this deal where, hey, you could lease a car for 1 year and we'll take it out your check. By my husband's self, he just went in to check the numbers. It was $560 for the $60,000 car that he wanted to lease, and we're leasing it. Through the program, it was $760. $760. So are we saving money? No. Even though it was a 1-year lease, you're not stuck in a car versus a 3-year lease, but we ain't trying to buy the car. So, I mean, it's like you can't afford it. Who could afford a $760 lease car? I mean, really, who's doing that? Who's really affording a $760 lease car? So this green initiative, everybody was like, oh, this is just wonderful. Biden economics. Biden economics is really killing the economy. It's really killing the economy. Manufacture. Have you ever been to a town that don't have a manufacturing company? No, I'm really serious. I'm trying to get really. Have you ever been to a town that don't have a manufacturing company? Those people, high unemployment, poverty, drugs. So, like I said, Whitmer might not be the best choice. I mean, she does get a lot of stuff done, but it's not the best interest. She's following that Biden plan. So she's going to be on that same path of more social programs and raise taxes for the people that's working. You're not going to save any money. They talk about tax the rich. No, they're going to tax anybody that's working because they're trying to complete their social programs. Let's get real. And you're not getting reparations. Take it off the plate. You're not getting reparations, so stop talking about it. Anyway, Whitmer, no. Josh Shapiro of Pennsylvania. Who was that? I don't know. Never heard of him, but he's from Pennsylvania. But trying to step aside Harris is wishful thinking and will be nearly impossible. These sources who did not wish to be named said. Okay. So Harris is 59, will take over money raised by the Biden campaign and inherit the campaign infrastructure. The sources said she also has the highest name recognitions among all the alternative. Of course she does. Is it, even though they recognize the name, do they like her? No, because you only see Biden Harris or Harris during some type of flag pride event or some type of pandering event. Why? We know that. She doesn't show her face unless on something like really real. You only see her pride. In April, we saw her doing pride. She went to Africa trying to push the LGBTQ initiative, dangling money in front of them. Oh, if you change that, remember they voted against gay rights or whatever. They said it was illegal. You can't display public affection. Hey, we can help you with your humanitarian efforts if you change your ruling. Pushing the gay initiative. Ain't nothing wrong being a gay, but why can't you push some other type of initiative? But the gay initiative, they latched onto that and they're exploiting gay people. That's what they're doing. So the highest polling amongst Democrats could seriously be considered a candidate, the sources says. Hey, back.
Cannon Chase, come here.
You can close my door. I just kept it open because I wanted to hear him. Harris trailed Trump by percentage points, 42 to 43, a difference. I don't know if that's true. That was well within the poll's 3.5 percentage margin of error. Shows statistically just as strong as Biden. You guys believe that? I think this is a lie. In addition, she has already been vetted for the national office and has survived intense scrutiny from Republicans. They said also U.S. Representative Jim Clyburn, the man who was key to Biden's 2020 win, told MSNBC he would support Harris to be the Democratic nominee if Biden stepped aside. It's pretty near impossible to win the nomination over a vice president, said Michael Trujillo, a Democratic strategist from California who worked for Hillary Clinton's campaign in 2008 and 2016. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre said Tuesday that Biden just had a bad night at the debate and will continue to make his case for re-elections for the people. And a Biden campaign deferred to Harris' team for comment on the story. Harris aides dismissed the talk of Democratic ticket that doesn't include both Biden and Harris. She has to do that because nothing's been confirmed. She doesn't want to say, she's not trying to stab Joe Biden in the back. No, it has to be confirmed. So she's going to say, ha ha ha, you guys are being silly. You guys are being silly. So she has to say that she doesn't want to serve as president. Vice President Harris looks forward to a second term with President Joe Biden. Okay, Biden's campaign has amassed 394 delegates after state primaries, leaving only a few dozen uncommitted delegates outstanding. They are expected to formally nominate Biden later this month in a virtual meeting ahead of the Democrats' nominating convention in August. All of the delegates are not just Joe Biden delegates. They are Kamala Harris delegates. Why would you say that? Why would you say this? Why would you say this? You guys put it in the chat. Why would you say this? If you think Trump is the fix, you'll be sadly mistaken unless you are a billionaire. Everybody has a right to their own opinion. I hope you don't think Joe Biden is the fix. Keep Biden in there. They would guarantee Trump a presidential win if the left don't cheat again. They got to be cheating because if Joe Biden wins, it has to be a rigged election. Tam, we know that the left is going to cheat again. LOL. They are. They are. Dwayne said, "Who in their right mind will want to jump in when Trump is in such a role?" Yeah, I'm not for sure. Biden is Obama trumpet. Hey, thank you. Our Twitch streamer, thank you for that. Who the hell will vote for a cackling Kamala? Biden stepping down is the only way she could be POTUS. Yeah, she has to step down. Taraji P. Henson and Nash Betts says they're turning it real bad and leading the Black community to excellence. Yeah, you hear Taraji P. Henson. They blocked that video, you guys. If you're a subscriber, you'll be able to see that video that I talked about Kamala Harris. That I think is horrible. I think it's horrible that Taraji P. Henson is trying to leave the Black community. I think it's, or you were just crying because you can't fend for yourself to get the right amount of money when you play movies. You was crying like 6 months ago. Remember that? She was like, oh my God, they don't play me enough. I do all this. I have staff to take care. You was crying that they didn't pay you enough. Now you want to lead the Black community. Stop it. Stop it with the madness. You fend for yourself. To hire a new representative and communicate to them, hey, this is the money I want for films, and then say, look what I did. I managed my film production correctly. I'm a producer, blah, 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 in Hollywood, quote unquote. And then you could say, oh, I want to leave you guys to the promised land, Taraji. And actually, I like her as an actress, not no political activist. Okay. I'm not trying to take any political advice from Taraji P. Henson because we live totally different lives. Anyway. Okay, so that was that. So let me just share with you some of the Twitter or X talks. I just want to share with you some of this things that they're saying about Kamala Harris.
Betty's watering the plants.
Okay. Yeah. Is your room clean?
Yeah.
Okay. This is this is my stream. Why did it show up like that? This is not Kamala Harris, but Joe Biden. The story I was talking about, Joe Biden, now Hunter Biden, is participating in meetings. He's advising the White House. This is no joke, you guys. I think this is a bad thing. Your son just got convicted of a gun charge. It's a felony, right? And he's advising the White House. What's worse, white collar crimes? I guess just a regular crime. We said, would this be a violent crime? No, he didn't harm anybody, but he had a weapon and he smokes crack. Okay, he smokes crack. We know Hunter Biden has a problem with smoking crack. Matter of fact, 6 months ago, they was trying to find who brought crack into the White House, and everybody know this was Hunter Biden. So he's advising. I'll go back to this story. He's helping advise Joe Biden because of you could clearly see he has failing health, and they just said they were blindsided. He just popped in into the meeting. He was just popping into the meeting, and the White House people or aides were surprised. Like, what the hell are you doing here? But what can you say? This is his son.
According to a new report from media members citing multiple White House sources. The White House sources say that the president's son sudden presence at meetings has caused confusion for some White House staff, with the reaction being, what is happening? The report noted that while it is not unusual for Hunter Biden to be around the White House for events, his participation in meetings with top aides is not a common occurrence. Fresh off a conviction last month in a federal court in Delaware over gun charges, Hunter Biden remains under indictment for tax-related felonies. Like the case in Delaware, the president's son has pleaded not guilty to those charges. Hunter Biden was also reported to be one of the biggest advocates for his father staying in the race during a gathering at Camp David in the aftermath of the president's poor debate performance, with some critics arguing that the president using his son as a top advisor has become a conflict of interest.
He has to stay, he has to encourage his father to stay in the race because of his ties. It's not going to benefit me financially if I don't have a person in the White House that could pull strings from me with all these overseas diplomats or people that are in power. So, of course, he's going to advise his father to do the wrong thing. Hey, Dad, I know you suffering from dementia. You probably won't remember this conversation, but, you know, we need to get this done. I need you to hang in there for 11 more months. Well, 4 more months, so we could get you reelected.
Meanwhile, White House spokesperson Andrew Bates has downplayed concerns over Hunter Biden's sudden presence, telling media members that the president's son came back with the president from their family weekend at Camp David and went with the president straight into speech prep. On Tuesday, just today, White House press secretary downplayed the concerns during a news conference, telling reporters that the president is, quote, very close to his family there. So again, we'll be continuing to track this story and so much more as we will really feature today a lot of the White House briefing as media members continue to grill the White House over Biden's poor debate performance and the growing pressure that Biden is facing from Democrats on whether or not to stay in the race there. We'll continue to follow it for you right here on Live Now from Fox. We'll take another 2-minute break.
Are you tired of your YouTube channel?
This is so interesting because I'm cracking up at you guys' comments. LC333, LC333. Hunter is the keeper of the quote unquote vitamins. Hey, Dad, you want your vitamins today? I got plenty of them. I got plenty vitamins. I got plenty vitamins. Also, Benita said, are they considering Hunter for VP? Yeah, this cracks me up. Dewana, this is so true. This is smoke and mirrors. If he has no official position, then he has no authorization to attend the meetings. But apparently he's attending the meetings. It's all over the news. He actually is attending the meetings, and it's sad. The Guardian even reported it. Let me see. I don't know if I got a subscription to the Guardian or not. The Guardian has reported the same thing. Joe Biden is taking advice from his son Hunter. This does not inspire confidence. The president could have made a dignified exit from the race for the White House, but his family has apparently implored him to stay put. Elder abuse. This is elder abuse. Now he seems determined to see things through to the bitter, messy end. Then they talk about the race again. They said, according to CBS News YouGov poll, 72% of registered voters don't think Biden has the mental and cognitive health to serve as the president. Oops. Let me just show. Mental health to serve as the president. That means 72% of the population is sane, or I guess Biden supporters. They're finally getting a dose of reality. This is CBS now. CBS. The same percentage don't think he should be running for president. That's the next part of the sentence. And it says among the Democratic registered voters, 46% don't think he should be running for president, and up to 36% earlier this year. Don't know why they did that, but anyway. And it says increasing numbers of voters don't think Biden should be running after debate with Trump. It says then and now. June 9th versus now. Does 27 now 27%. What the hell's wrong with the 27%? What is wrong with you? Maybe these are like, hey, I'm elderly and I have my right mind, but you could physically or visibly see that Joe Biden is not in his right mind. That's 72% does not think Joe Biden should not run. This is so crazy to me that Democratic Party feels that they're just going to ignore these statistics and they're going to push through. Or maybe they're trying to save face and do it where it's not embarrassing for Joe and his family. And it says, it only dropped 1%. This is Donald Trump. It says 50% says he does have the cognitive health versus 27% of Biden. And they said a whopping 72%. We already went through that. But 49% is, after the debate, Trump dropped down 49%. Or no, he does not have the cognitive health. So it's about split with Trump. Should Biden be running for president? Now 28% should not. So they changed the words. Should Biden be running for president? This is registered voters, and these are Democrat registered voters. I guess we could say Democrats are not. I guess they want their man because they know other person will lose, so they're gonna say yes. Maybe, I'm not for sure. But it dropped down. They said 54% now versus 64%. So they lost 10 percentage between February and now. Should not they gain 10%? It went from 36% to 46%. They said his age, 86% feels like he's too old. 71% saying decisions of the White House. His record as president, 66% don't believe he has a good record, apparently. Ability to campaign effectively, that's 59%. Yeah, you know, you look at Biden's campaign trail, he doesn't bring people out, so people don't like him. At the debate, which candidate presented ideas clearly? They said 47% Donald Trump did, 21%. That's a bad record. 21% is saying Biden did. This is crazy. Which candidate appeared more presidential? 46% said Donald Trump. That's kind of crazy. And you know what? Remember during the debate, if you remember watching it, Donald Trump wasn't with his regular old shenanigans. Somebody probably told him, you need to dial it down, just to stick to the talking points. He did, you know, throw some jabs in, but he was really restrained. And we've seen Donald Trump off the rails before. Inspired confidence, they said 44%. This is so bad. Biden only inspired confidence of 18%. 18%. He lost that poll like really bad. Explain plans. Now, plans and policies. They said 35% Biden did, and 43% said Donald Trump explained his plans and the policies. I can't agree. I wish Donald Trump would have kind of honed in on certain specific things, so people would know, not everything, but people would know, hey, I'm still Donald Trump. And he did explain a couple of things, but like even when they started talking about Black people, remember, I think he should have explained, okay, you know, what their plans are, not for necessarily Black people, but for the economy. This would have been good for him. So, but when they was asking him questions, he wasn't even given a chance to do a rebuttal. So he was doing a rebuttal, doing a different question. So I think that's the bad part with the whole debate with Donald Trump. Anyway, did they tell the truth at the debate? They said 40% Biden did. Trump did 32%. I thought Donald Trump did tell the truth. As a matter of fact, I thought Biden lied a lot. And we already know Biden is a liar. President personal finances, their policies will make you financially better off. If Trump wins 45%, 19% says if Biden wins, financially worse off. Of course, Biden, you're financially worse off now. Look at Bidenomics. 50% believe if Biden gets reelected, we will be worse off. And only 30% was said they will be the same, 20% if Trump wins. Democracy, rule of law. This is stupid. Democracy, rule of law will be safe if Biden wins, 48%. If Trump wins, 47%. Not safe, 52%. And Trump wins, 53%. They got basically the same polling. I'm kind of trying to figure out what are they saying here. They said 55% of Democratic voters say he should continue to run. 45%, that's a lot. 45% say he should step aside. This is just Democratic voters. That doesn't instill confidence. We already went over that. %60% of the voters are now thinking about the presidential race. And They took a sample. You know, they got to tell you how many people. They said 13 or 1,100 people, registered voters, were contacted between certain whatever. The margin of error is plus or minus 4%. 40% of people said, not 40%. They said, how would you rate the conditions of the national economy? They said fairly bad or very bad. You just total those numbers up, 64% saying it's least fairly bad. Like, you only had 35% of the people saying, oh, it's okay. Like 7% say, oh, it's really good. Who those 7% of people? I like to meet them. This is interesting. Which candidate is if either has a mental cognitive health to serve as president? They said neither of them. 30% said neither of them. But still, Trump is winning in this department. 43% says Trump is good mental health. Okay, so you know they got different pollings. If you guys want to, let me put this link in the chat. If you want to get down to the nitty gritty, I'm not gonna spend more time talking about that. Trump told the truth. Biden is a liar. Laura, that's what Laura said. Samuel Matthews, remember at CBS? Yeah, that's. Tam Tam said, yes, Biden lied a lot. I feel Trump didn't lie at all, in my opinion. I don't think he lied either. Some people are saying, oh, he lied 30 times. I don't understand where. I think everything he said was truthful. But, you know, reason why they didn't fact check him. I guess they usually fact check during the debate. Is that a true statement or not? Not for sure. But if they were to fact check Biden, you know, he was saying stuff that didn't make sense. I don't know if he was confused about different things that happened in the past, but some of the things, like, what are you talking about? You didn't do that. Like, that's my own personal opinion, you know. Stump down 2.0. People are stating that Super Mayor Tiffany Henyard has thrown her hat in the pool for consideration to become the next VP. Yeah, during her last speech, she was saying, you know, the greats that happened before me, you know, you got to think big. So she's trying to be the next president. Can you imagine having Tiffany in the White House? Can you imagine that? Money Boy said they both lied. Okay. Those tacos were good, actually. Those Taco Tuesday was good. I don't know if you guys tuned in last night. I was a host on, or a co-host on Advocacy, Advocate and Investigating Advocate channel, Jedediah's channel, while he was locked up. They let him out while we were on live. But anyway, yeah, the tacos was good. And I was drinking tequila because it was Taco Tuesday. I'm officially a Mexican. No, I'm just joking. So just one last article I wanted to look at. This is on Yahoo as well. It says, as Biden digs in, some top Democrats want him out of the race this week. Y'all forcing the man out this week? Like, this is crazy. And everybody's mentioning this disastrous debate performance. Representative Lloyd Doggett of Texas was the first to break ranks. I represent the heart of congressional district once presented or represented by Lyndon Johnson. Under very different circumstances, he made the painful decision to withdraw. President Biden should do the same. They eat their own. Remember, I told you Democrats used to eat their own. I mean, but he has a point. There's a large and increasing group of House Democrats concerned about the president's candidacy representing the broad swath of caucus. Another House Democrat lawmaker told CNN on condition of anonymity to speak candidly. We are deeply concerned about his trajectory and his ability to win. We want to give him space to make a decision to step aside. But we are increasingly vocal about our concerns if he doesn't. Biden is expected to meet Wednesday with Democratic governors and congressional leaders. The announcement after CNN reported that some governors expressed concerns about the president's debate performance. The governors, one source said, were worried about going public with their concerns out of fear it would lead to Biden digging in further. CNN talked to more than 24 current and former Democratic officials, as well as donors and longtime Biden allies, all of whom spoke on conditions to avoid alienating Biden. Okay. So I guess they supposed to talk to each other today. Now, this is a senior Democratic official. One word you know about Biden: stubborn. They are trying to give him the space to realize what a disaster this is. He's 81. And they're saying this is not like Obama is being rusty for debate. But it's referring to President Barack Obama's lackluster performance in his first debate against Republican opponent Mitt Romney. Might be able to survive this if this was the only incident, but it won't be the only incident. No, it won't. We have to be honest with ourselves that it's just a horrible night. So they can't get past the debate.
That what we saw in the debate, it was rough. It's a rough night, and regardless of polls that you see, it's going to hurt the campaign. But 34 felony convictions certainly hurt former President.
It didn't hurt him. Actually, I said I was going to talk about this was my last story, but actually this other story is my last story. I forgot I didn't mention this, or did I mention this last time or yesterday? You guys, the Supreme Court made a ruling. I believe it was yesterday, and like liberals are really upset about this. They made a ruling saying that Donald Trump he can have partial immunity. And actually they made the ruling on July the 1st. It was a 6-3 decision. Let me just pull that up. And you have a lot of celebrities are really mad about that, because since he could claim some type of immunity for the January 6th debacle, it's going to delay that trial. is going to delay that trial, and they might not be able to charge him with anything. So oh, this is interesting. This is on PBS. What does the Supreme Court immunity ruling mean for Trump? 6 questions to answer. In short, the ruling says that the heart of Trump versus United States was legally untested question that has not come before the high court until now, whether the president could be immune from criminal prosecution for official acts while in the White House. The president enjoys no immunity for his unofficial acts, and not everything the president does is official. The president is not above the law, Chief Justice John Roberts wrote in the majority opinion. But Roberts added that the systems of separated powers designed by the framers has always demanded an energetic, independent executive. The president, therefore, may not be prosecuted for exercising his core constitutional powers. And he is entitled, at a minimum, to be presumptive immunity from prosecution for all his official acts. The court, 3 liberal justices argues making the president immune from prosecution makes him a king above the law. Let the president violate the law, let him exploit the trappings of his office for personal gain. Let him use his official powers for evil ends. This was Sotomayor wrote, because if he knew that he may one day face liability for breaking the law, he might be as bold and fearless as we would like him to be. This is the majority's message today. I'm not for sure. I can't say, I don't think if I agree with that now that it, okay, official act. What's an official act? Official act, hey, I'm in the office, I'm acting presidential. There's riots being incited at the Capitol. A few days later, 2 days prior to, and they call it riots, protests, whatever. But 2 days prior to that protest, they knew that it was going to be a bunch of people because they're monitoring social media. Hey, would you like for us to send National Guard? No, we don't need them. And we already seen Nancy Pelosi taking full responsibility after the fact, even though they were blaming Donald Trump for doing this. And Donald Trump did get on social media talking about telling everybody go home. And they're mad at him because they said the time in. He said it around 3:00. Well, you didn't say there was a problem. You turned down the National Guard. Why would you do that? If you're monitoring social media, somebody should have said, no, we should probably have people here. But you refused. That's why I think it was a federal insurrection, Fed insurrection. I really believe this was all a setup just to make him look like a horrible person. They got to make Donald Trump look really bad. I don't think they're winning with the talking point of he's such a racist anymore. Even though black people was mad because he said black jobs, which is stupid, just stupid. Stop it being mad about that. But that talking point or that spelling, So anyway, so official acts, official actions, unofficial actions. Okay. And what would that determine? How would you determine that? I'm the president, so I'm always acting officially 24/7. Now, am I using the justice system to attack my political opponent? No. We could say that's an unofficial act. Unless my political opponent showed up at the White House and was trying to attack me. That's something different. Anyway. Anyway, you guys. So that was it for our live stream. I really appreciate every single last one of you. Please like and subscribe. You guys share this channel, share this video, and I am sending all my good to you. I will talk to you soon.